Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? This question, seemingly simple, unravels a world of thought that can have us questioning the very fabric of our existence. Imagine, if you will, a world where what we perceive as reality is nothing more than an illusion, an intricately woven tapestry of shared dreams. This concept isn't new. It's been around since the time of the ancient philosophers. Plato, in his allegory of the cave, spoke of people chained in a cave, their perception of reality limited to the shadows cast on the cave wall by objects they couldn't directly see. Their reality was a mere reflection of the world, a simulacrum of the truth. In our modern age, this notion takes a more scientific twist, with theories suggesting that our existence could be a simulation created by an advanced intelligence. It's an idea that has intrigued many a scientist and philosopher alike, the notion that our reality might be a construct, a digital matrix, so to speak. Cutting-edge research in physics and computer science has begun to uncover uncanny similarities between our universe and the theoretical framework of a simulation. From the pixel-like structure of space-time at the quantum level to the mathematical patterns found in nature, to the eerie phenomenon of quantum entanglement, all suggest that our universe might be operating on a set of predefined rules, much like a computer program. But if this is true, if our reality is a simulation, then what does it mean for our consciousness? Are we, as conscious beings, part of this programmed reality, or do we stand apart? Do we have the ability to perceive beyond the illusion, to lift the veil and see the world for what it truly is? This, dear listener, is the question at the heart of our journey today. A journey that will take us through the realms of science and spirituality, unraveling the mysteries of our existence and hopefully leading us to a greater understanding of our place in the world. If reality is a simulation, then what does it mean for our consciousness? The chains that bind us are often invisible, but they are not unbreakable. Picture, if you will, our consciousness as a bird in a cage. The cage is formed by low vibration energies, such as fear and survival instincts, which keep our perception confined to a limited bandwidth. These energies, like the bars of the cage, restrict our flight, our potential, our freedom. Consider spiritual concepts like louche harvesting, where it's believed that negative energies are harvested from humans, and soul traps, which are metaphysical snares that keep us locked in a cycle of birth and rebirth. These ideas paint a picture of our existence as a wheel of reincarnation, a cycle from which escape seems impossible. But just as a bird can be freed from its cage, so can we liberate our consciousness. The key lies not in brute force, but in raising our frequency and vibrating at a higher level. To escape these invisible chains, we must elevate our frequency. Our hearts are not just organs, they are transmitters of energy. This isn't just a poetic sentiment, but an underlying truth of our existence. Often we perceive our hearts as mere pumps, circulating blood throughout our body. However, they're much more than that. They are the center of our emotional intelligence, the wellspring of our compassion, and the source of our connection to the world around us. Now let's dive into the ocean of heart coherence, a state where our heart, mind, and emotions operate in energetic alignment. When we achieve this, we can emanate higher vibration energies that have the power to dissolve the matrix of illusion we're enmeshed in. This is not a Herculean task, but a gentle journey of self-discovery and love. The first step to amplify compassion and raise our vibrational frequency is mindfulness. By being present in the moment, we can recognize and acknowledge the emotions we're feeling. This awareness allows us to respond to situations with love and understanding, rather than reacting out of fear or anger. Next, practice empathy. Put yourself in another's shoes. This simple exercise can broaden our perspective and cultivate a deep sense of compassion. By doing so, we not only understand others better, but also learn to love ourselves more. Lastly, engage in acts of kindness, big or small. Every act of kindness, no matter how minor it may seem, sends out ripples of positive energy into the world. This energy returns to us manifold, raising our frequency and aligning us more closely with the universe. Now you might wonder, what's the tangible result of achieving this unified perspective? Well, the universe has a beautiful way of acknowledging our efforts. This acknowledgement often comes in the form of synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfectly timed to be mere chance. They are the universe's way of telling us we're on the right path. Imagine a world where we all operate from this place of heart coherence, emanating compassion and kindness. We would no longer be bound by the matrix of fear and survival, but would live in harmony with each other and the universe. With the heart as our guide, we can start to see through the illusion. Beyond the veil of the ordinary lie states of consciousness that can free us. Imagine, if you will, a bird in a cage yearning for the boundless sky. It flutters against the bars, unaware that the key to its freedom lies not in frantic struggle, but in a calm, centered understanding of its own nature. We too are like that bird, confined by our limited perspectives and conditioned responses. Our reality blinders can be loosened, however, through practices that have been honed over centuries. Meditation, for instance, is a time-tested method that allows us to quiet the mind's chatter and tap into a deeper, more expansive awareness. Similarly, breathwork helps us to synchronize our mind and body, grounding us in the present moment. Chanting serves as an auditory massage for our consciousness, vibrating at frequencies that harmonize with the universe's fundamental tones. And then there are plant medicines, revered by indigenous cultures as sacred keys to unlock the doorways of perception. Unifying with cosmic consciousness is not an escape, but rather a homecoming. It's like stepping into a river, where each drop is a distinct experience, yet all are part of the same flowing whole. We begin to see the world not as an external entity, but as an extension of our own being, an interconnected dance of energy and information. In transcendent states, we find not just freedom, but also unity. The truth lies at the intersection of science and spirituality. It's time to explore a unique approach, a blend of mysticism and rationalism that can unveil the cracks in the matrix. Consider the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where a group of people recall something happening differently than how it's recorded in history. It could be a mere memory glitch, or perhaps a ripple in the fabric of our programmed reality. This mystic-rationalist approach is not about subscribing to a particular doctrine, it's about seeking truth with an open mind, a keen intellect, and a receptive heart. It's about acknowledging that science, with its empirical facts, and spirituality, with its experiential wisdom, are two sides of the same coin, each holding pieces of the puzzle. Imagine a blind man and a deaf man experiencing a thunderstorm. The blind man hears the thunder but cannot see the lightning. The deaf man sees the lightning but cannot hear the thunder. Each perceives only half the story. Their experiences are subjective yet valid. When they share their perceptions and integrate their experiences, they gain a fuller understanding of the storm. Similarly, when we marry science and metaphysics, we begin to see the matrix from a broader perspective. As we pierce the veil, we realize that the key to escaping the matrix is within us. It's in the integration of our rational minds with our intuitive hearts, our empirical knowledge with our experiential wisdom. It's in the unity of science and spirituality.